same
Yours
amount.
with chopsticks?
I texted you and,
Oh, really?
I didn't text you back. I know. I'm sorry.
that's okay. I got a little nervous.
I was on 400 different conference calls. And I said I got.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Debbie.
And I'm Becky, and we're here at the Chariton Valley headquarters here in Macon for the Chariton Valley Chili Wars. It's Super Bowl week, and what goes better with the Super Bowl Sunday than a great bowl of chili with all the fixins?
Today we have 5 contestants vying for the title of Chili Wars champion. The contestants have brought their very best chili, and will it be mild? Or will it all the way to burning hot? I guess we're going to find out in just a short while. Our judges, they will score our contestants on taste, on presentation, and their table decorations. Somebody today is going to walk away with the title of Chariton Valley Chili Wars champion. Now let's meet our judges. Okay, so our first judge, what's your name?
Gary Scheider.
Gary Scheider. And how long have you been on the Chariton Valley board?
In my 7th year.
7th year. And your position with us now?
President of the board.
President of the board. Okay. All right, Gary, what do you look for in a good chili?
I like taste is the main thing for me.
Okay.
And my wife puts tomatoes. I like tomatoes in mine, so I don't know. So I'll kind of judge after how I like my wife's chili and see how close somebody gets to that.
Oh, okay. Ooh, got quite a bar to meet there.
There you go.
All right, I'm going to ask all 3 of this. It's Super Bowl week.
I'm going
Atlanta, New England.
I'm gonna go to Atlanta. New England's won too many times. I always like the underdog, and so and there's a Missouri boy playing. Well, I think he's hurt, but so I
But he's on the
Missouri.
team.
He's on the team. So
He get ready.
I'm going with Atlanta. I want the underdog to win this year.
All right, all right. Okay, and your name is?
Junior Polly.
Junior Polly. And Junior, how long have you been on the Chariton Valley board?
This is my 4th year.
4th year, okay. And what area do you represent?
Northeast.
Okay, all right. And what do you look for in a good chili?
Well, my wife doesn't put tomatoes in there, but and she doesn't make it real spicy because she can't handle it. But I like spicy stuff, so we'll just have to see.
And now Connie's kind of a spicy girl, though.
Yeah, but your taste is
Okay. All right, Super Bowl week, who you rooting for?
the underdog, whichever one that is.
Okay, well, that'd be Atlanta.
I really don't keep up on sports that much, unless it's
Okay.
rodeo or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So,
It's
a little something for everybody.
well, yeah, it's what makes the world go around.
Sure, sure. Okay, and your name, sir?
Bob Maddox,
All right, Bob, and what area do you represent?
Northwest,
Northwest, okay. And how long have you been with the Chariton Valley?
2nd year.
Okay. All right. What do you look for in a good chili?
Like meat, bean combination be pretty much uniform the same.
Okay.
Like in that place, spicy and sauce. And we use a lot of deer burger in our chili at home.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that.
We may have a couple of representatives of that today. I'm not sure. So, okay. So Super Bowl week. Who's your choice?
I like New England, but I'm going Atlanta. I like the underdog.
Yeah. All right. All right. All right. Well, we thank each of you for your time today and your prowess with the chili. And we got a good panel of judges here, I think. And let the games begin. Okay, so on the bottom of each cup is a number, and that will correspond to the contestant number.
Okay. Contestant number. Contestant number.
Pick the right one up.
I want to flip it over. Is it like wine? You're supposed to sniff it and swirl it?
Probably.
I forgot it's a little hot. Definitely.
And you got water there, too.
And crackers. Which one is this? I forgot.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what I get.
You guys might want to, you take a cracker and a little water, clean your palate. You wouldn't want it, I don't want my chili polluted by these.
You don't want it what, Tom?
You want us to clean our taste buds, is that right?
That's right, yeah.
Can I give you a
You got
bowl?
might want to get a knife to scrape off his.
I'll bring this to you.
Tongue.
Gary, you need a spittoon?
So it is gonna get kind of ugly with contestants, then, huh?
Well, the only one's bad mouthing so far is Ryan. He's the only one doing the bad mouthing.
Yeah, running a negative campaign, that's.
Alternative facts, right?
I would have been tweeting out the results.
Nice.
How much did he give you?
Not enough, I can tell you already.
In fact, I've already got a picture with trophy.
Whatever, Ryan.
That was the second picture taken with it though, so I think that signified second place.
Like Ryan's candy chili.
Yours looks like it's warm out.
I've got my cigarettes.
Oh, that's sad.
Well, it's from my grandma, and she lived next to the Armour family.
I think you got her.
Are you done?
I think so.
It's Atlanta Falcon black and red.
We match.
No, we don't match.
Yes, we do.
It's a Falcon red.
Yeah.
That's cheaper.
There you go, there you go.
I don't want to,
Here, you put your arm up like this.
no. I don't want to
Well,
give the
was
judges
done?
anything, but I think someone
Well,
was a
that
little
part I
desperate.
am.
What I heard was you robbed your son's decorations for your table.
Still in
That's
the family.
low.
Still in
That's
the
low.
family though.
It's low,
Still brought by mine
very
today.
low.
Wasn't hired out,
Like some we know.
like some people.
How far are you?
We're done.
My mom always said you don't have to have the answer, you just need to know where to get it.
Now we got to do the table decor, I guess, and the presentation. We're ready for
Yeah,
that.
that's really,
I think we're ready.
that's really not a hard decision.
So let's start with number 1, and that would be Brandon.
My presentation?
Your presentation.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be it.
So, what went into my chili that separates it from all of these is I use cocoa powder. For the whole pot of chili that I use is approximately 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, which gives it a deeper, darker, richer flavor, kind of like a Mexican mole sauce. I also use V8 juice, spicy V8 juice, as the stock, the liquid that goes in it, along with the canned tomatoes and beans and canned tomatoes and beans, and the hamburger. You can use any deer meat or anything else to kind of separate it. As far as the seasoning and spices, obviously salt, pepper, cumin, I can't even think of what it's called now.
Cayenne?
No, not cayenne. So chili powder and cumin, coriander,
Coriander.
coriander, however you pronounce it. Garlic salt, onion salt, and that's kind of what goes into my chili. The cocoa powder is what gives it the different flavor that sets it apart from other chilies. As far as my decoration, I went very minimalistic. Used another chili to help decorate.
I didn't really ask you if there was 2 different chilies or they both.
I made a white chicken chili, which you guys didn't taste that, but when you guys are done, you can try that.
That might have been the winner.
Might have been. I wanted to put my red chili up against their red chili.
Oh, okay.
Next year we'll have 2 versions.
Yeah.
Okay, Vicki?
Okay. What makes my chili different than everybody else's, I believe, up here on the table is most of mine is done with home canned ingredients coming out of my garden. So when I started this 3 or 4 years ago, it was because a fellow employee told me that when you're doing green beans, I don't know if anybody in here has ever canned green beans, but when you're doing that, a lot of times you end up with a canner that you only have 1 or 2 jars to fill. And why run it 30 minutes without doing something else? So she told me that she did black-eyed peas. But I thought if you can do black-eyed peas, why can't you do kidney beans, navy beans, and everything else? So I started trying it. And so I came up with my own beans just from a dried bean, and then canned it and put it in the jar. But then you get your chili, and when you buy your chili beans at the store, you have a chili sauce that goes on it. So I thought I've got to do something there. So I found Mrs. Wage's chili sauce, and so I can that up every year to put with it. And then also a salsa, which I don't think I brought a can of the salsa in, but I do the salsa. And I do a hot tomato juice to kind of add a little bit of flavor, and then just regular tomato juice. So that's what makes mine different. The ground beef, again, is just store-bought ground beef. It's not home-raised ground beef. That's what makes mine different. I also use salt, pepper, and packeted chili seasoning in there as well.
Okay. Anything else?
You guys have any questions?
Any different kind of spices or about the same?
About the same. I like the Kansas City style packet of chili seasoning, so that's what I put in there. But you can spice it up with the other things, red chili powder.
Well, just starting out with my display, this isn't an old family recipe. I just did kind of have that on there. But, I went with a subtle table display, and I really just want to lead with the flavor on my chili, maybe in comparison to some of my competitors I have here. So, I just really wanted to put as much as I could into the flavor. So I did use some ground chuck, as well as some sausage in mine. Just kind of had two different flavored meats as well. But ultimately, my secret comes down to the ingredient I included, because what goes best with chili but a beer? And so I use a can of Coors Light that I put in there with that. So, some of the alcohol's been evaporated and cooked off, but that's kind of what I use for my flavor, and with everything else kind of common from spices and things like that. I didn't go super hot, but you can include some jalapeno, a little bit more to dress it up depending on what people like. But just a nice subtle flavor across the board with some chili powder, nothing from a packet or anything in that regard.
He gets ugly in the hallways.
I kind of imagine, I'm thinking.
Well, as soon as this is over, we're gonna have a little meeting. So what makes my chili actually different is my family is part of Rebels Cove. Henry Dean is the gentleman's name. It's about a 195-year-old recipe from way back in the day. He used to live up in Putnam County. If you've ever heard of Rebels Cove wildlife area, that was given to the Missouri Department of Conservation way back when. So really that's the secret of mine, just following the old family recipe. So it's store-bought ground beef, and it's actually canned tomatoes and everything else added to it. So.
Weren't you just giving me grief about canned tomatoes?
No, I'm not talking about canned. Homemade. Okay. My brother, I don't raise a garden, so I use my brother's.
Got it. Home canned tomatoes.
Yeah, home canned. As far as the presentation goes, I guess it really just speaks for itself. We went a little farther than somebody else over here to the left, but actually, their team has to move to Las Vegas to try to have a winning season.
They're flipped over on their own end, yeah. That's about right. They're usually upside down.
No, Ryan, behind you.
Behind me. We are number one.
That's right.
Right, Kirby? And I do appreciate you wearing red today.
Yeah, it was a mistake.
Kirby, we weren't thinking this morning.
No.
Vicky wore, she supported us too.
But I have no idea who's playing. The only reason I go to the Super Bowl is to eat and watch the commercials and watch halftime. That's right.
So it's me. Well, I'm kind of patriotic, and I go to the Super Bowl to eat the chili, because this is the perfect chili. There's a beer and some deer in my chili, and that's about all I can tell you about this secret recipe. There is nothing like a good bowl of chili, be it made with a swine, a beef, or a filly. A bubbling pot of red delight, simmered and stirred, sometimes all night. Everyone has their own way to mix it, but sometimes the consumer needs Tabasco to fix it. But my chili is perfect. No doctoring is required. Have a taste and you will see. You'll be giving the prize to me.
Find anything on Google.
Oh no, that is a self-written poem.
Original, huh?
Original poem.
Yeah.
Google the chili recipe though.
So 2 of them had beer, huh? I don't know if I can drive back to work.
So is that it? Then you got all your score sheets
I think
done?
so.
Okay, I'll collect those and then we'll add up the points and determine the winner. Okay.
Yeah, go get it.
I have Brandon Bighouse with me. Brandon, what do you do for Chariton Valley?
I'm the business development manager here at Chariton Valley.
What's so special about your chili?
I don't normally eat horse.
My chili,
does rhyme with chili.
I like the darker, richer flavor side. Years ago, like 20 years ago, I had somebody's chili. A friend of mine, his wife made it, and she actually put Hershey chocolate bars in it. Because it gave it a little bit more sweetness. And the cocoa, I didn't really care for the sweetness of it. So I actually put Hershey's cocoa powder in it, which just gives it a deeper, richer, almost like a smoky flavor. And then I like letting it simmer on the pot for several hours. It just kind of gets a darker, thicker, richer flavor, yeah.
So how long have you been perfecting your recipe?
Probably ever since I had that first chili with chocolate in it, so probably 20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
So you haven't added anything extra that they didn't have?
This one, I put some sauteed green peppers and onions in it, which I don't normally put that in just because my boys don't like green peppers and onions, but I like the flavor of it. But yeah, so every once in a while I'll mix it up and put some extra in here or there. I think mine's the best tasting, but they may not agree, but I'm curious to try everybody else's and see where they rank in my eyes.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's kind of watery, isn't it?
It's that light beer. It's all at the bottom. I'll bring it up for you, Tom. All right.
I have Darren Elzaris here. What do you do for Chariton Valley?
I'm the marketing manager here at Chariton Valley.
Okay. What's so special about your chili?
Well, I just put a few things into it. You know, I had fun making this one. Actually was able to make this recipe a little bit different than what I normally make at home. I was able to put some beer as a flavor on that. I really feel like that was an add-on that I liked and something I can't really do for the family in regards to cooking that way. And I also used, 2 meats. I went ahead and did a little ground chuck with some sausage as well too. So just give a little bit different flavor profile there.
So on the sausage, do you do like a little bit more heat with it or just a regular?
I put a little heat in there. I mean, I personally like hot stuff, but it didn't, I didn't want to dress it up. Again, in my house, we usually kind of go with a more mild flavor, and I doctor it up when it gets in the bowl. So I just kind of wanted to leave something that everyone could start with and go their own direction.
And so how long have you been perfecting your chili?
I haven't been perfecting it too long. Again, my wife usually makes the chili that we have at the house just because she does a really good job with it. So this was an area I like to tinker and kind of play around with a little bit different flavors. So it was something fun and able to do here in this setting. So.
And so why should the judges pick your chili over everybody else's?
Well, I just think there was quite a bit. Again, this is all in fun, so I love the fact that we had participation and again, the best one will win. I hope it's mine, but if not, I'll look forward to it because I do enjoy a good bowl of chili.
All right, well, good luck.
Thank you.
My grandpa used to feed a dog something like that.
I have Tom Morrow here. Tom, what do you do?
Hi, Becky.
What do you do at Chariton Valley?
I do video production for CVTV.
All right, so what's so special about your chili?
Well,
Yeah, it doesn't have too much of the chili taste.
3 minutes of Google search will find you a championship chili recipe. That's what it'll do. And, you know, it only takes a minute and a half with Chariton Valley's high-speed internet system.
So how long have you been perfecting this chili since you've been on?
About 24 hours.
24 hours.
Actually, we did a practice run last weekend, and I deemed it as perfect.
So why should the judges pick your chili over everybody else's?
Because I killed some of the meat myself.
And you're saying, is that deer burger?
There's deer in it, and there's also pork in it.
Okay. All right. Good luck.
Yeah.
I have Vicki Nanneman here with me. Vicki, what do you do at Chariton Valley?
I'm currently the engineering manager for Chariton Valley.
Okay. So what's so special about your chili?
My chili is special because it uses homegrown ingredients, home canned ingredients.
Okay. And so how long have you been perfecting this recipe?
About 4 years.
About 4 years. Okay. So why should the judges pick your chili over the other chilies?
Taste. I think you can really taste the homegrown flavor in it. So I think that's why.
All right. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, that's good.
I have Ryan Johnson here with me. Ryan, what do you do for Chariton Valley?
I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing.
So what's so special about your chili?
Well, it's a family recipe that has been in the family for many years, and I just started perfecting it since last night.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So why should the judges pick your chili over everybody else's?
Because I'm number one.
Okay. All righty then.
There we go.
Well, good luck.
Thank you. There we go.
Are you wanting everybody to be behind you?
That's okay. Yeah. So this is for third?
This is for
This is for second place.
second place.
Oh, no, here, let me see it. Let me have it. Okay.
Secret, buddy.
All right.
Oh, she's got to do it.
Okay, third place.
Third or second?
Third, this is third place.
Tiebreaker broken.
Third place for the Sheridan Valley Chili Wars is Tom Morrow. Second place for Sheridan Valley Chili Wars, Vicki Nanneman.
And now,
And the grand champ. Drum roll. Come on. There you go. Ryan Johnson.
No way!
And here you are, Mr. Johnson.
I think it was the table decorations.
I'm pretty sure that was it.
I'm gonna put this right on my desk, Kirby.
Speech, speech.
There's no speech, it just says itself.
Because you don't know what you guys did here.
I have the numbers you can verify.
He's leaving for a week though, right?
So did any one of the ones that won have beer in it?
Well, I think you have some thank you to give.
I do have some, thank you. I told her thank you this morning when I.
That's right. We did a fist bump.
We're gonna have to amend the rules next year.
Did you get one all of them together? Everybody get together and let Ryan hold his trophy.
I already did.
I know, but get everybody, all the contestants get together.
Final. Be in that photo.
Yes. Get it. Oh, come on, Ryan. Oh, come on,
Not
dear.
for
I'm not gonna be right next to
Can we
him.
find out who got fourth? And fifth?
I've seen
That'll
that.
be up to Debbie. She has the.
Nope.
Nope.
What?
It's
That's
been
all I know.
destroyed.
It's been destroyed.
Speaking of.
Oh, did.
So we heard it was your birthday. It was your birthday, and Tammy Gibson made you a pie.
And we heard apple pie was your favorite.
Yes,
So we, happy birthday, Chris.
Oh, thank you very much. Wow, that's very nice.
I know.
Tammy did that?
Tammy Gibson.
Yeah.
Didn't know such thing, right?
So apple pie your favorite?
Yes,
It
it
really
is.
is. So your wife wasn't lying to me.
Nope. Apple.
But can you have it right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll try it.
Can you not have it?
It'll be all right. We'll do it.
Okay.
Becky and I want to thank everybody for joining us today, and especially our judges for their judging on the taste, the table decor, the presentation of our contestants. We've had a lot of fun today. So Becky, you think we can do this again next year?
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone.
This is fun.